I have really been contemplating committing to abstaining from sex. I don't want to use the word celibacy because celibacy usually means not having sex until marriage. And I don't want to use the word celibacy because I'm not 100% sure that I want to get married. I was listening to someone speak on YouTube, and she was saying that you need to know your why for celibacy. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Like, it's been really, really heavy on my mind, just abstaining from sex, like just not having sex. But I needed to get clear on my why. And so I was journaling today, just trying to figure out what my why is. And I came to the conclusion that I acknowledge the fact that I don't want to have any more children. Like, I'm good on procreating. And I had to become real clear on why I'm good on procreating too. Little sidebar. The reason why I don't want to have any more children is because I don't want to raise any more kids. Like, yeah, I'm done with that. I'm ready to finish the journeys that I have started and go on about my business. You hear what I'm saying? Even though a mother's job is never done, I am very much looking forward to them just being grown adults and not so dependent upon me. But something else that has been heavily on my mind is being single. Like, intentionally, purposely. Not because I just got out of a relationship, not because I need to heal, or because of any reason that, I got issues going on with my body, or I don't know, just whatever reason. Like, just because I just want to be single. Period. The end. I've been thinking about just being single just because I just want to be single. Just because I've spent my entire adolescence, if that's the right word, adulthood thus far, in a relationship with someone somehow, some way. And I just want a season of singleness. I just want a season where I am single. Hold that thought. Okay, y'all. I had to get me in a little neutral sitting spot. Dang, what was I saying? Where was I at? I was just basically saying that, what I really have been thinking about and really feeling like what I want, because I'm also still in a space where I'm learning to listen to myself and trust myself and just believe myself. So what I'm hearing myself say in such a subtle way, because myself is so used to just being disregarded and ignored, is that she just really wants a season of singleness. Because I've always just somehow, some way had some type of relationship with somebody else outside of me. And then I've pretty much always been a mother. Like, I've been a mother since I was 18 years old. So I've never had just a period or a phase in my life where it's just been about me. And so deep down inside, y'all, like, that's what I really think that I want. It's crazy to not be sure about what I want. But as I said, I'm learning to listen to myself, and I think that that's what I really want deep down inside. It's just uncomfortable. It's new territory. Like, you really gonna be out here just intentionally single, just turning down men and, just living this life and doing everything out here by yourself and on your own. You raising these kids. You gonna give up on, potentially finding somebody who might step in and be like a father figure. And, like, these are just all the thoughts that run through my mind when I sit with myself and her desires. But, yeah. So, to bring me back to celibacy, I don't want to say that, I'm celibate, because I don't know how long my single season is going to last. Like, I might fuck around and just be out here single and abstaining for sex for like the next decade of my life and be the happiest that I've ever been. I can't really think of no other reasons, you know, I mean, other than like the physical desire. I mean, like the physical pleasures of sex, but not to be all TMI, but you know, it ain't but a handful, and I do mean a handful of men. Out of all the men that I done had sexual encounters with, I'm talking about a couple, a few, were, you know, just like able to fully satisfy me in the bedroom in all areas. Okay, it's a lot of hits and miss out there. It's a lot of can't hang out there. It's a lot of talk. Okay, it's a lot of men that don't even really care about pleasing a woman, but just care about them feeling good and getting what they want from it. It's a lot of selfish lovers out there. It's just a lot of, where's my son at? Cause I'm over here yippity yapping. Where the hell is Mitchell? Oh, okay, I found him. Yeah, y'all, it's just so, like, I ain't missing out on shit. To sum it all up, the physical pleasures of that, like, I done seen what sex is all about. I done had great experiences, and I done had experiences, you know? And it is what it is. So, I just have really been thinking about abstaining from sex. Hey! I was just looking for you. I was just looking for you. I was just looking for you. Are you having fun? Yeah? 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 You thirsty? You want some of my water? Oh, hold up, homie, because you ain't about to backwash. I'm about to give you a waterfall. A waterfall. Have a seat. All right, now. Oh. Oh, no. That's all right. It's just water. It's just water. Wipe your mouth. Go play. It'll be dry before you know it. Yeah, y'all. So I've been thinking about doing that. Like, seriously, like, just go ahead and declare that this next chapter of my life be me being single. I'm trying, I wasn't planning on talking this long about this, but this is really like my first time saying these thoughts out loud, so I'm just processing everything as I record to y'all, you know. I really think that that's what I want to do. Now, I'm sure, like, if I stop playing around, like, I'm sure that that's what I really want to do. I just got to get past the uncomfortableness of it and, like, just really, like, say it out loud and declare it. Like, I'm single and I'm abstaining from sex intentionally, you know? I'm not worried about finding a mate or a man or the one or getting married. Like, I'm just living life for me right now. Like, just focusing on me. Just focusing on me. Like, I'm just about to sit in my thoughts for a little bit, y'all. I'm just gonna sit in my thoughts on that for a little bit. Mitchell. Mitchell, hello, hey. Hey. Now, I want to be transparent because I don't want to give off the illusion that I am having this epiphany, and just like that, I started my path of singleness and abstaining from sex. Because right now, as I speak, as I record, okay, as I edit this video, I am navigating thoughts of self-sabotage. I feel like whenever we declare to make a change in our life, we get presented with the opportunity to prove if we're really about that shit we talking about. Now, I told y'all that I have been feeling like this. I've been thinking about this. It's been on my mind. I just been dealing with this as of lately. And simultaneously, I've been playing with fire. Now, I haven't sabotaged myself, but I know if I keep on keeping on, ultimately I will. Y'all remember a few months back when I was deep in my solitude season and I was abstaining from sex. I had like over a year under my belt, and I had gave in, and the person I gave in with, I have recently spent the block with, y'all. Like, oh my God, help me. Now, I ain't had sex, but what am I doing? You know, why am I here? Why am I moving backwards? Because I know good and well what this door will lead to. And I'm wise enough to know that this is my opportunity to proclaim who I want to be to myself, like to prove it to myself. My old self wants me to give in to my old ways and doesn't believe that I'm really serious about this. And my old self is exposing itself once again, you know, showing me reasons why I don't like my old self. And I say that because in the midst of all of this, y'all, I'm realizing that I have narcissistic tendencies, which makes so much sense because I stayed attracting that energy. But what my old self doesn't know or doesn't, want to face is that I am serious about this. Like, I am seriously considering making this lifestyle change. And she should be shaking in her boots because I am getting closer and closer to my new self, my evolving self, closer to her, and I've already been mentally preparing, just by listening to other people's stories and wisdom from people who have walked this path that I am getting ready to walk, that I desire to achieve. And I say all of that to say, number one, I am trying really, really hard not to let myself down. And I'm not beating myself up either about the choices that I have made spinning the block. I've been giving myself grace and compassion and just looking at myself and saying, girl, I love you. You something else. You got to get it together. But I really am trying hard. And then number two is that I'm battling temptation. Okay, so this is not just like a easy thing for me. I don't want to give off that impression or that image, And I'm really not even battling temptation. What I'm battling is just releasing my old self, another layer of my old self, and fully embracing my new self, stepping into my new self even deeper, And I don't know how yet, y'all, but I will release this man again and for good this time. Y'all just pray that I don't do it before I fuck around and do something I ain't got no business doing. This morning, I was saying my affirmations out loud. I recently rewrote them to tailor how I feel right now in the present moment and to include things I need to affirm into myself, into my life, into my being, into my state of mind. And there is a section where I affirm my body. And as I was saying my affirmations, a thought came to me that I want to share with y'all because, as usual, I feel like it is a whole word. But I realized that I am becoming more confident by accepting myself rather than trying to change myself. And that was a mic drop moment. Like, oh my God, what I mean by that is accepting myself the way I am, flaws and all, rather than tearing myself apart because of those flaws and then putting so much pressure on myself to change what it is I see when I look in the mirror. Another one of my affirmations is my opinion of myself is the only one that matters. I need that to sink in, settle in deep, okay? And it is. I'm beginning to love and accept my body the way it is. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I'm feeling less of a need to have to work out 3 times a week and go on these strict diets and detoxes and fast. Like, the more grace I show my body, the more love I show my body, the more appreciation that I genuinely show my body, the more I just naturally want to eat healthy and choose foods that's going to nourish my body. And the more effortlessly it has become to have the desire to want to move my body, which is major because that's always like the big thing when it comes to working out, not feeling like doing it. I'm becoming more in tune with when my body wants to work out and what movements my body wants to do when it wants to work out. And I honestly feel like replacing, just like scrapping the word exercising and working out and just referring to it as body movement, like moving my body. And you know what? I don't feel guilty for the days when my body wants to rest. And you know why? It's because I'm no longer putting that pressure on myself to reach a goal that I never truly set for myself in the first place, y'all, because that's not even a true desire of my own. Whew. I just thought of a quote that I heard not too long ago, y'all. And it goes, love is the bare minimum when you love yourself. I feel like I've said this before on this channel. Love is the bare minimum when you love yourself. Love is the bare minimum when you love yourself. I heard this woman say that, and I agree with what she said. And now I'm beginning to experience what she said, y'all. Part of the reason I've been so hard on my body is because I want my body to meet the approval of others outside of me. That's why I said it's a goal that I never really set for myself in the first place, because it's not even a true desire of mine. I think when I was younger, I loved my body because it met a societal standard and it was approved. And now I have a body that is less approved. And for years, I've been tough on it. Like, whew. But today, nowadays, I'm finally just loving on my body and appreciating my body and being grateful for my body and how amazing my body is. After being my body's biggest critic for over a decade, y'all, I can feel how good my body feels to just be given a break by me, to just be given some grace and some compassion. Love is the bare minimum when you love yourself. Like, oh my God, that is just so true. I hope y'all are really getting how that quote ties into everything that I'm saying. Like, the more I begin to love my body, the more of a bare minimum it is becoming for someone else to approve, and then their approval hold any weight in my life. And I want to tie this all in with the theme of this video, because something else that I am noticing while loving my body and just loving myself, like all parts of myself, is that in doing so, it allows me to release the notion in the back of my mind that all this work has to be done in order to be approved, in order to attract a mate. I'm realizing in my thoughts and considerations of entering into singleness, abstaining from sex, focusing on myself, loving me, nurturing me, all of that stuff combined together. I'm learning that any work that I do on myself when I'm in that frequency is for me and only for me, and it's not for the approval of someone else or to be able to put myself in a position where I'm desirable to someone else. And the proof of all of that is in my rewards of doing this work, this self-work, this inner work. Just loving on yourself can really change your entire world. This is the rewards that I'm speaking about, y'all. Like, I am beginning to see how loving myself is allowing me to do everything I desire to do without force. And most importantly, without hurting myself in the process. This whole time that I've been so hard on myself, on my body, and putting all this pressure on me, I was really just hurting myself. That's why my body is just like, right now, because it's finally receiving love. Whew. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I just wanted to share that with y'all. And now I'm about to close this video out because it's getting a little long. It's getting a little lengthy. Okay. So thank you for watching and thank you for listening, because I know I said a lot. But I really hope that something resonates with you and impacts your life in a profound way. And don't be afraid to comment below about it, okay? Like, engage with me, because I'm gonna engage back. I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers that just like your comment or just say thank you in the response. Like, baby, I'm gonna engage with you, okay? And yeah, this concludes this entry of my solo diaries. If you are feeling the vibe, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time, goddess. Peace.